Alright everyone, now we have to talk about a couple of glaring issues with Kamala Harris. I mean, there's dozens of them, so, we could spend all day talking about it, but there are a couple that stand out. The other day she was questioned, for example, on ownership of firearms. And to try to assuage the voter, because lots of voters have guns and they're not really keen on giving them away or having them confiscated, she said, well, yeah, I own a firearm. I own a Glock. Now, what model Glock she owns, of course, remains up in the air. It makes me sad because, of course, I've owned Glocks before as well, one of which has been confiscated, of course. But, yeah, I don't think that she actually owns a gun. Maybe her husbando owns a gun. I don't think that she knows how to fire a gun at all. I doubt that she's reasonably capable. I mean, I wouldn't trust her with a firearm. I doubt that she'd be capable of maintaining it. I doubt that she'd be capable of actually fucking chambering around and actually firing on a target. I doubt that she owns a gun. I think that maybe her husband owns a Glock, and maybe she fired it a couple of times. That's probably the limitations on her. Her mental capacity is very low. She is an extremely stupid individual. So I can't imagine that she would be able to actually, could she field strip her Glock? I want to see that. I want to see her go on a show. They give her a Glock. They're like, hey, field strip this. Field strip and maintain it. They clean it out and get it ready. And do it without accidentally shooting yourself in the foot or something like that. I bet anything she wouldn't be capable of doing so. I'd be willing to bet literally anything that she couldn't field strip a Glock. Much less operate a rifle or something like that. She might be able to operate like an old school revolver or something like that, because it's fairly straightforward, it's fairly easy to clean and everything like that. She could probably figure that out. She's got an elementary school mentality. She is dumb. Kamala Harris is fucking stupid. Normally, when I talk about politicians that I don't like, if I say like they're dumb, it's because their ideology is dumb. Like, for instance, with Joe Biden. He may be demented, but there was a time in which he was very intelligent. If you look at his Senate speeches, my God, he was a firebrand. He was actually he would be top tier, actually. You would want him as your fucking lawyer or something like that. It's just that he has dementia. If you look at, for instance, let's say Hillary Clinton. She's cold, calculated, very intelligent. She's evil, but she's very smart. She could probably figure out how to operate a handgun. With Kamala Harris, I don't believe that. I literally do not believe her when she says that she owns a firearm. I don't believe it one cent's worth. For all the rice in China, I wouldn't believe, that Kamala Harris actually understands how to operate a modern handgun. I don't believe it. And if she could operate it, she probably couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, honestly. She doesn't seem like the kind of person that would be reasonably competent to operate a firearm in a controlled and effective manner. She doesn't strike me as the sort of person that would be able to do so. She can't even drink a fucking beer, so, there's that. She can't drink a beer, she can't buy Doritos, but somehow she is an expert Marksperson. In her own words, link in the description, look at it for yourself. Oh yeah, I'm a really good marksman. No, you're not. No, I doubt that you've been in any pistol duels, so let's put it that way. Yeah. Oh, there's a skunk in the barnyard. Let me go shoot it, or something like that. She's the sort of person who would probably shoot a small animal just to chuckle at its dead body, by the way. She's a psychopath. She's a weirdo. She's a wackadoodle. It's funny because everyone's like, oh, J.D. Vance gives girls the icks. He's weird. No, it's Kamala that's weird. I'm sorry to tell you. Kamala gives me the creeps, actually. Like Hillary Clinton, I thought she's evil. But she didn't give me the creeps, it's just I understood that her ideology was evil. With Joe Biden, it's like, he's kind of evil too, and he's demented, but there was a time, like 20 years ago when he could speak clearly. There was a time when he was capable of delivering rational arguments, making his own decisions, etc., etc. Kamala has never found that time. She's not rational. She's not a capable individual. She's just fucking batshit. She's insane and she's fucking retarded. That's Kamala Harris in a nutshell. Yeah, she's an expert marksman. No, you're not. No, you're not. Show us then. Prove it to us. Prove how much you love guns for the Second Amendment crowd. Yeah, that's going to go over so well. By the way, where's the campaign's messaging on this? most of the people that are voting for your core fan base, most of them hate guns. They don't like the idea of gun ownership in private hands. I mean, maybe daddy's old bolt-action rifle from 100 years ago or something like that. Grandpappy's revolver. They're okay with those. They're not okay with modern weapons, including handguns, which are responsible, by the way, for the plurality of gun crimes in the United States also. It's not rifles, it's not battle rifles, assault weapons, no, it's handguns mainly. And Kamala claims to own one. It's like David Hogg when he had that, he's a big anti-gunner. When he had that video, he's like, well, yeah, I sure do love guns, Rufus. And he's like, he's skeet shooting with his, shotgun and shit like that. It's like, nobody's impressed, number one. Number two, you lost subscribers as a result of that because you're not reading the audience properly. I think this hurts Kamala Harris more than people know. The fact that she's fencing up to owning a gun is going to turn some people in her core fan base off to her campaign. I think it's damaging to her, actually. She should have just shut the fuck up. If asked, do you own a gun? Because gun rights are an issue within the campaign. She should have said, I will not confirm or deny. She should have just been vacuous about it. I mean, it's funny. Kamala Harris is vacuous on basically everything she's asked. Very non-committal, generally speaking. That's basically her campaign. But on this one issue where she has the chance to be vacuous and it would actually be passable, that's the one time she chooses to say, no, I own a gun. Yeah, I've got a Glock. I guess I have to switch to Smith & Wesson in the future. That's about all. Peace out.